Well, 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 well. Who knew this might happen? Oh, that's right, we did. So that ringing you can hear in the background is just the ambulance headed for the Brexiteers complaining about this. Because as you may remember, just last week we covered the fact that the UK, obviously after Brexit, was going to be losing its right to use the fast passport lanes when it goes to European airports. The other interesting thing to have note which happened this week, which wasn't big news, but it was quite interesting that it happened. Heathrow, one of the busiest airports not in the UK, but actually in Europe, actually lost that accolade this year. Because apparently, I think it was Charles de Gaulle, or it was one of the big international airports in France. I think might be Charles de Gaulle, actually beat out Heathrow for the first time in more than a decade. So this has, I think, some serious implications because, as the Brexiteers always said, the UK will somehow become more important, a more viable destination for people. Well, if that's the case, why has Heathrow lost that charter? Now, of course, coronavirus might have an impact on that, but it'll be interesting to see if those numbers and that level of transport to and from the airport stays the same. Be very interesting to see. But interestingly enough, as we said and reported on that, what has been the reaction of the Brexiteers? And of course, you already might know what the reaction of the Brexiteers is. It's like they're crying about not being a member of a club, but not wanting to use all its services, but not wanting to pay its dues to that club. It's what we've said all along, but here we go. This comes from the London Economic. And of course, Brexiteers react with fury after learning about queues at airports. Shock horror. So, and surprise, surprise, guess who this came from? The Daily Express. So, the Daily Express dubbed news that Brits could be confronted with long queues at airports following the transition period as Brexit payback this weekend, infuriating its readers. This is not Brexit payback. This is what we said would happen right from the very beginning. I've said before on this channel, one of the most bizarre things that the Remain campaign didn't do was basically create a poster showing a long queue at the airport and, highlighting that, hey, you could be spending an extra 2 hours in the airport on your holidays in Europe than if you leave than if you vote Remain. Just, I think that they should have run that. I think that would have been a fantastic campaign. I don't know if it would have tipped anything in favour, but it's very interesting that, they're doing it as Brexit payback when this, once again, is something that we said right from the very start that this would be a thing that would happen. And once again, when Brexit fantasy meets Brexit reality, reality always wins. So UK nationals could face hours of delays at European airports and Eurostar terminals from the end of the year if Boris Johnson is unable to negotiate the use of automatic e-gates. Studies suggest that the loss of access to the gates and the need for extra passport checks could delay Britons by an extra hour as they move through some of European airports. The reaction to the latest announcement on social media has been quite explosive so far, with many pointing out that this is what the UK voted for. So, one of the tweets they show here was from Neil Richmond, and it's basically said, it's true, it's as if they want benefits of the club without paying the membership fees. Sorry lads, but that's what taking back control looks like post-Brexit. It's what we've been saying on this channel for over 4 years now. But the Daily Express readers were incensed by the news, calling the EU bitter. This isn't bitterness, this isn't revenge, this is exactly what we said would happen. When you leave the club, you lose benefits. This is one of the benefits. The comments section quickly became alight following reports in the paper, and here's what some people had to say. So, hang on. So, this is from one comment. If any country signs up for this malarkey, change your destination to a friendly country, leave feedback whichever company you use, and a national boycott will give these idiots a clear message. So be warned, EU. just beyond ridiculous. Someone telling they will do whatever the miserable Reichsführer tells them. This is the best one. Simple answer: don't visit any countries in the EU. The representatives from countries affected with the loss of income will make their anger known to the bullies in the rotten, toxic cartel. Besides, there are many places to visit in the world, and places of holidays are going to be much more affordable. Europe's still pretty much the cheapest place to visit on a holiday. If you want to go outside the country, it's the cheapest place to travel to. Pretty obvious, but you know. Oh dear. Someone saying the EU are bitter. Someone saying that Britain is better. Disagree with that. Picture this. Hundreds of unemployed fishermen sitting on their docks, watching empty ferries turn up. Wow, the e-negotiators really know how to pull the rug from under their own folk. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Someone saying he's just following orders from Berlin. They'll soon change if we stop visiting. Other people visit the EU than just Britain. So easy peasy, just holidays somewhere else. Plenty of non-EU destinations would be happy to welcome more tourists. I hate to say it, but you know, Benidorm and the Canary Islands, pretty much two of the most popular, lowest price holidays there are out there, are in the EU. In fact, a lot of people who've been used to going on very low price holidays, all those destinations are in the EU. And of course, the final one will do the same back to them. It's backfired greatly, as most bits will avoid the EU SSR for their holiday destinations. I'm sure there were a lot more inflammatory ones and funny ones, but I'm sure they didn't put them for obvious reasons. But yeah, we told you so. We told you this would happen. So this is just a glass. I promise you, it's not full of shut-up juice. How we told you so. How refreshing. But yeah, we did tell you so. We did tell you this was going to happen. You didn't listen. But, you know, this is what taking back control looks like. And if you aren't a member of the club, then you don't get the benefits. Sorry, that's the way it works. And that's the way we told you it was going to happen. And that's the way the EU said they were going to do, even from the beginning. So, whoops. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please do hit that share and like button. I almost forgot what it was called then. That share and like button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Should you like to support the channel in a different way, down below there is a link to my Patreon as well as a one-off donation link should you like to support the channel that way. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.